as Freddy vs. Jason was still stuck in development hell, New Line Cinema decided to create another Jason movie to keep fans waiting. And that movie was Jason X, not to be confused with Malcolm X. Okay, I'm really gonna struggle to make this review just because I don't really know what to say. Is it another not bad and not good film? No, it is definitely bad. But the problem is, I don't really know what's bad about it. I just don't like it that much. I think one of the main problems is they try too hard to be different. At times they would have some interesting sci-fi elements that reminded me of films like Prometheus, which by the way I actually really enjoyed. But other times they have some really bad horror elements that just takes you out of awe. They are trying to be serious, which kind of takes all the fun out of the film. I think it would have worked a lot better if it was a cheesy film full of tons of humour, just like some of the other sequels. But no, it tries to be serious, and when it does try to be funny, it just completely ruins whatever is happening.
It's gonna take more than a poke in the ribs to put down this old dog. Yeah, that ought to do it.
The premise is just pretty stupid. Jason in space. In fact, before the film came out, the sketch show Mad TV made a parody of Friday the 13th called Apollo the 13th, Jason Takes NASA. In it, Jason is aboard a spaceship and starts killing the people aboard. Does that mean the writer ripped off Mad TV's idea? Mad TV did it as a parody of what the series was starting to become with films like Jason Takes Manhattan. It's kind of weird though, isn't it? The film is basically about how Jason Voorhees is captured and put in a Crystal Lake research facility. As they can't contain him any longer, they decide to freeze him. But he escapes and chases a woman called Rowan into the room of the cryo chamber. She manages to push him in the cryo chamber, but he stabs a hole in it which shuts the door of the room and freezes the woman as well. Then we go to the year 2455, where Jason and Rowan are found by these people who have taken aboard a ship that is heading to Earth 2. Then they are brought out of cryogenic slumber and Jason starts going around killing all the people on the ship. Although it isn't a typical Friday the 13th movie, it still has the same style during the second and third acts, all centered around Jason walking around killing everyone. Kane Hodder plays Jason sadly for the last time, and he does a pretty good job with it. Jason looks much better than in the previous film, especially when he becomes Uber Jason. The kills though are quite bland and forgettable. There are none that really stand out at all. I hate the music as well. It sounds like it should have been in a made-for-TV movie or really bad independent horror movie, not a big budget horror film. It's the same with Jason Goes to Hell actually. Although I really want to hate this film, there are elements I like. The story is stupid, but I would enjoy it more if it wasn't a Jason film. It feels like they took a well-written script and changed loads to adapt Jason into it, and in the process basically ruined the entire script. Although it is nowhere near as bad as Jason Goes to Hell, it's still nothing compared to some of the best in the series. That's why I'm only gonna give it an E.